How's it going, YouTube? It's your boy Salmon Sauce. I finally got 2K21 on next gen, and I've been playing around with the myplayer builder all day long. And what I discovered today is by far the best build in the entire game. Now, for some reason, the power forwards get the most badges out of all the positions, so that's why we gotta go with power forward. This is a small power forward build, so it is pretty versatile. You could use it at other positions as well. You could definitely use this at small forward, and honestly, you could even use it at shooting guard. But let's get right into it. Remember to drop a like and subscribe. And also turn on notifications, because I'm going to be dropping a video for the best guard build and the best center build. So look, here's what you want to do. You got to put the height at 6'7". At 6'8", your ball handle is a 77, and you unlock pro dribble animations at 80 ball handle. So that's why we gotta go with 6'7", and also you get a boost to your shooting, and your perimeter defense, and a lot of your physicals as well. Then for the weight, you want to put it all the way down to 210. Or if you really want to get +1 attribute to your strength, then you could do 211. But honestly, it doesn't really matter because we're not even really going to touch the strength. Believe me, you guys don't need it. Defense is easy this year. Any build can play defense. You don't need to have a lot of strength to play defense. Then for the wingspan, leave it at 7'2". I don't want to touch the wingspan because if I bring it up, it's going to mess up the shooting. If I bring it down, it's going to mess up the defense. I like where it's at with 7'2". And then for the body shape, I always go with built. Not that body shape matters, but you know, built just looks the best. If you're one of those fat fucks that go with burly, then good for you, but we don't do that here on the Salmon Sauce channel. Here on the Salmon Sauce channel, we are with the built gang. We are anti-burly gang. But you know, you guys could basically pick whatever you want, it doesn't matter. But again, over here we rock with built. So here is how I set up the attributes. But before we get into the attributes, take a look at the badges real quick. If you add up all of those badge upgrades, you will get a total of 81 badge upgrades. There has never been any player in 2K history that could get this many badges before. I did see one person make a player with 88 badge upgrades, but if you want to put more badge upgrades on, you're gonna have to sacrifice your physicals if you want to do that. And I want to have my speed and acceleration maxed out. I don't want to lower my vertical or stamina anymore. So 81 badge upgrades is enough. You don't need any more than that. At that point, it's just unnecessary sacrifice of your physical attributes. Now look, I know a lot of you are really worried about the close shot, the interior defense, and the steal not having any attribute upgrades on them. But I'm telling you, you guys don't need those at all, unless if you're making a center. Any other build does not need that. Close shot is only going to help you with standing layups right under the basket and with those hook shots. Defense is easy this year, you don't need interior defense. I already told you guys strength is pretty much useless, and you definitely don't need steal. I do have to say though, the one thing I don't personally like too much about this build is how low the free throw is. I know if you're a park player that wouldn't really matter to you, but I like to play rec, and having a 67th free throw, I don't really like that too much. But if I upgraded the free throw anymore, I wouldn't have enough attribute upgrades to add on to everything else, so I wouldn't have as many badges if I upgraded my free throw. And same with the other stuff I didn't upgrade, like the close shot, interior defense, and steal. All that stuff was going to make us have less badges, so that's why we have to have those all the way down. If you guys really do want more badges, you guys can go ahead and adjust this yourself. But just be careful while you guys are adjusting it, because there's a lot of attributes that affect other attributes, such as the offensive and defensive rebound. If you lower one, the other one lowers too, and if you raise one, the other one also goes up. So just be careful for stuff like that. I know strength and interior defense are also like that. Mid-range and three-pointer like that. The dunk and layup are like that. So just watch out for all that stuff. Also, if there's specific badges you guys really want, then just hold RB or R1 if you're on PlayStation on whatever attribute, and it shows the badges that that attribute affects. So for example, speed with ball, we have it all the way up. I'm going to hold RB and it shows quick first step and downhill. We could get that up to Hall of Fame because we have our speed with ball up. And you could look at each one of these and see which attribute it affects. Now for the takeovers, I'm going to go with the finishing moves. This is the most overpowered takeover you could put on this guy. All you gotta do is hold the right trigger and X or square, and then you just drive in, shove everyone out of your way, and you make your layup or dunk. Then for your secondary takeover, I would suggest that you go with spot up precision. That way you'll have a slashing and a shooting takeover, and that's just gonna confuse your defender, and they're not gonna know how to guard you at all, because you're gonna be able to score from everywhere. And there you have it. That's my scoring machine power forward build with 81 badges. Most people in 2K are making some form of a variation of this build. And believe me guys, this build does everything. Just go ahead and test it out and you will see just how overpowered it is. I was testing this build earlier and got like a 50-point triple-double by accident. And with so many badges, you could basically design this player to be whatever type of player you would like. You can shoot really well, you can slash, you can handle the ball, and you could lock up everyone. I really don't think this build has any other competition. The only competition for this build is other variations of this build. So if you want the most overpowered build, this is the build for you. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Again, if you didn't, make sure you leave a like and subscribe and turn on notifications. I'm going to be dropping my guard video next, and I'm going to be dropping my center video after that. So stay tuned for that, and thank you all for watching, and go out there and have a splendid day. Hey!